I put my pen
I'll
on.
get a better one.
I'd like to call this meeting to order on this day, Monday, April 25th, 2016. If Clerk Kornecki could please call the roll for me tonight.
Trustee Ayello. Here. Trustee Bullfus.
Here.
Trustee Kazone.
Here.
Trustee Case.
Here.
Trustee Taglia. Trustee Wagner.
Here.
President Bullwinkle.
Here, if you could all please rise for the pledge. I'll lead us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you could all remain standing for one more second, I'm going to have Trustee Wagner tonight give us the prayer. Deliver the prayer. Thank you.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of community. Fill us with your grace, Lord God, as we make decisions that might affect the residents, staff, businesses, surrounding communities, and all those that enter the village of Villa Park. And continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth, for the greater glory of you, and for the service of humanity. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. For our guests, we have an agenda. It's in the rack that's on the door right outside the chambers. So if you don't have an agenda, you want to follow along, please feel free to grab one. Now, item number 3 on the Committee of the Whole, amendments to the agenda. Does anybody on the board have any amendments to the Committee of the Whole? Excuse me, Committee of the Whole agenda, COW. Yes. I have one. I'd like to ask that we remove item number 11, which is regarding the North Avenue Townhome cameras. We're going to move that to May 9th. So I just need a motion. If y'all are okay with. Oh, okay. Trustee Kazone. And then Trustee Aiello. I think Trustee Aiello seconded. Okay. Yeah, got that. Okay. All right. Then do we need a roll call vote on that? Sure. Yeah. Let's do a roll call vote for the record.
Okay. Trustee Bullfus.
Yes.
Trustee Ayello.
Yes.
Trustee Case.
Yes.
Trustee Kazone.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
President Bullwinkle.
Yes. Okay. Item number 4 is VFW check presentation. And I want to come on to the podium here. We have our VFW commander, Tim Connolly. If you want to officially introduce yourself. Yes.
Members of the board, my name is Tim Connolly.
Hi.
I am the commander of Villa Park VFW. The reason I'm here tonight is, before that, our VFW pledged $1 for every fish dinner we sold would be donated to the first responders of Villa Park.
Oh, yay.
And I'm happy and proud to say that we sold over 1,500 dinners.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
The village, the businesses,
Wonderful.
and the citizens of the village.
Oh, well, we work together in this village, so thank you.
And these first responders, I remember 4 years ago, our building was on fire. And I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. When I got outside in the front where I could see,
Yeah.
I saw those guys running in.
Yeah.
They were going into a burning building, a smoky building, I don't know what it was. But we had well over 100 people in the building that day. Everybody got out without serious injury. Thank you.
Yes. Tough situation there. Yeah.
While on the subject of heroes, I just want to let everybody know that May 21st, we're having another Heroes for Heroes lunch.
May 21st.
And same as last time, any first responder that shows up in our building, I don't care if they're from California, they're equal.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. You said May 21st, right? That's a Saturday.
Checks for each.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a testament to what happens when you work together. All right. Thank you again. Thank you. Item number 5 on the Committee of the Whole is River Sweep Proclamation. I have that right here in front of me here. The 2016 River Sweep Proclamation. Whereas the County of DuPage, through the Stormwater Management Division in municipalities, townships, and park districts, recognizes ongoing stream cleaning and restoration as essential for the preservation of waterways throughout DuPage County in northeastern Illinois. And whereas DuPage County River Sweep is a county-wide stream cleanup and restoration event organized by the Conservation Foundation and held in cooperation with the American Rivers National River Cleanup. And whereas the purpose of the River Sweep is to encourage citizens and volunteer groups to help sweep our rivers clean by picking up debris in and along our waterways and by participating in stream restoration projects. And whereas stream cleaning efforts have been very successful with more than 10,800 volunteers, wow, removing nearly 251 tons of debris from DuPage County streams since 1991. And whereas the mayor and the board of trustees of the Village of Villa Park congratulate the Conservation Foundation on 25 successful years for this event. And therefore, that all the residents of the Village of Villa Park are encouraged to make a difference in the quality of water in the area and are further urged to support and participate in River Sweep 2016 on Saturday, May 21st, 2016, passed on this day, the 25th of April, 2016. And I have a little poster I've been asked to hold up here. Save the date, Saturday, May 21st, 2016. It's from 9 to noon, DuPage County River Sweep. So it looks like if you want more information, I'm looking for a phone number, but I've got a website for you, www.theconservationfoundation.org/sweep. So www.theconservationfoundation.org/sweep. So if we can get that on the camera there, it looks like we've gotten a good shot. So thank you. Thank you, Trustee Wagner, for providing that to us. Okay, item number 6 is Historical Preservation Month proclamation. One more here. Proclamation declaring May 2016 as National Preservation Month. Whereas See, Save, Celebrate is the theme for National Historic Preservation Month 2016, co-sponsored by the Villa Park Historical Preservation Commission and the Village of Villa Park, that celebrates and honors the past while looking forward toward the next 50 years. And whereas the Village of Villa Park recognizes and is proud to have 2 National Register properties, over 73 buildings that have been historically recognized, and 2 locally designated historic landmark business districts here in Villa Park. And whereas it is important to celebrate the role of history in our lives and the contributions made by the dedicated individuals in helping to preserve the tangible aspects of the heritage that has shaped the Village of Villa Park and us as a people. And whereas historic preservation is an effective tool for managing growth, sustaining development, revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering local pride, and maintaining community character while enhancing livability. And whereas historic preservation encourages community reinvestment, saving resources, and promoting socially, culturally, and economically rich communities. And whereas historic preservation is inherently, economically, environmentally, and socially sustainable, fostering a culture of reuse, and maximizing the life cycle of all resources through conservation. Now, therefore, I, Deborah Bullwinkle, do recognize May 2016 as National Historic Preservation Month and proclaim May 2016 as Villa Park Historic Preservation Month and call upon the people of the Village of Villa Park to join their fellow citizens across the United States in recognizing and participating in this special observance. Dated this day, the 25th of April, 2016. Very, very nice. Thank you. Item number 7 is presentation of the Historical Preservation Commission Award. So we have some members of our commission. I'm going to have you come up, introduce yourself, and then we can start with these lovely awards that we have coming up. So,
Hi, I'm
thank
Carol
you.
Marcus. I'm the chair of the commission, and this is Roxanne Beaujolais. She's commissioner, and we're going to be presenting the awards. We've got 4 awards to present
Awesome.
tonight.
That's wonderful.
The first Historic Preservation Award goes to Mitch and Roseanne Hoyer for their custom-built 1925 Chicago bungalow-style brick home that is named the Shanahan House after its first owner. It's located on South Michigan Avenue.
Yeah, it's really
The home is well constructed, featuring a recessed entry, ornamental stone work, and colored, cream-colored brick. And you're not going to be able to ever build a home like that because
No, it's
it would
beautiful.
be too costly and expensive.
It's beautiful.
So, Mitch and Roseanne, would you like to come up?
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Hold up the plaque and yeah, so we can see
Would you like to
that.
say a few
So
words?
maybe the people at home can see it too. Yeah, can we see the picture of the house too?
They've lived in Villa Park for over 43 years.
Oh my
Over 4
goodness.
years.
Thank you. This is lovely. So maybe we can catch that on TV too. Yeah, maybe not. we're not catching it, but I can hold it up for you.
There you go.
Okay, well,
That might
that's
be
fine.
better, yeah, because I'm right
Great,
in
thank you.
front of the camera there.
The next
We should
historic-
show this off here so everybody can see this.
Well, we
you
have to
know?
add the pictures on,
Lo-
we'll leave it, and they'll be in the window of the Historical Museum.
It looks great, so I'll be your little
Yes, you
wife.
can sit down.
Thank you.
The next Historic Preservation Award goes to James and Patricia Karzewski for their two-story brick 1928 English Tudor-style
Oh,
house that is
wow.
named the Ives House after its first
Wow,
owner.
beautiful.
It's a steeply pitched,
Everybody see
cross-gable slate roof, leaded glass windows, and has distinguished brickwork. It is located in South Summit Avenue, and this home was featured twice in a house walk and garden walk.
Gorgeous.
And there's not another one that I found in the Chicago area. It's a very custom-built home. It's
beautiful.
well-built home.
Yeah, very good.
Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you, this is great. Gotta show it off here. Okay, got two more.
The next Historic Preservation Award goes to Ryan and Amy Fruse for their 1928 custom-built stucco English Tudor-style home
Okay.
that is named the Jordan House
Yay.
after its first owner. It is located on South Cornell
isn't that
Avenue.
wonderful?
Now, I was talking to Ryan, he has a lot of history about the owner because the owner built it, and he built a couple houses in the community, and he remembered Bill Park, as you can imagine, 1928.
That's
So
great.
I'll get the information from him later. Would you like to come up?
Lots of changes since 1928. Look at that. Oh, neat. Oh,
Your daughter.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Got one more.
And the last
These are gorgeous.
award,
Gorgeous.
Historic Preservation Award, goes to Kevin and Jennifer Ng. And it's for their cedar shingle 1928 English Tudor style home. Now this is interesting because it's the first home built by J.W. Reedy and Company, and it looks exactly like the historic Bono. It's named after the Bream house family who settled on South Princeton Avenue and lived in the house for over 20 years. It's interesting. I did some genealogy on him, and he worked in the theater. Like a lot of the early residents, they were very talented people. They were builders. They were very professional people. Bill Park was, the homes were basically marketed for middle class and upper residents back in the teens and 20s. So
Wonderful.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm very proud to live in Bill Park. I've lived here really long, and I hope I spend the rest of my life here. I probably will. The Historic Museum will feature these homes after the ceremony, and we have unique and very interesting architecture. People from all around have commented how wonderful the neighborhoods are, especially when they go on the 5K run and the bicycle run and various other, even garage sales. They come from around town. But I just want to say the art of preservation means taking care of your house in a proper and timely manner, according to Practic Real, so that it can last and also respect the character of your home. Small houses are in. Small houses are well built and they're really environmentally sustainable and easy to maintain. So we've got to welcome. We have a lot of inventory of those type of homes. But I've seen a lot of significant back-end additions added to old homes, and they maintain the character of the home, and that's what it's all about.
Just talking about that.
So with that, I just want to also congratulate the Dallingers on the anniversary of their home. They celebrate 100 years, and they're very proud of it. That whole neighborhood was built by the Heisen builder, and there's a lot of homes that are celebrating the 100th year anniversary too. I would say probably there's 100 of them that are still standing as well. And I'd like to thank the village manager and the board for your continued support and preservation and maintaining this lovely village hall, the historical museum, the Chamber of Commerce, and now the Great Western train station. And for the residents who are new in town or haven't gone on to billpark.com, the Historic Preservation Commission has a website, and we have all the historic homes listed on there. And if you have an old home that's nicely maintained and you would like to receive a historic plaque, just drop by the museum, pick an application, or go to the website, download it, and you'll be considered. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you very much.
Thanks my commission for all their hard work and all their ideas.
Yes.
We have more projects than we have commissioners. So if anybody would like to
Yes.
join the commission, please fill out an application.
Yes,
We'd
we're
love
working
to
on
have
that
you.
now.
And we normally don't meet during the summertime because we have our projects take a lot of research, genealogy, and they're very time consuming. So if you like that type of work, or if you like to take pictures, you might be an ideal candidate to join the commission. I know there's vacancies in other commissions too.
There are, yes. We are getting applications, so keep bringing them in, 'cause we're working on it right now. So thank you. Appreciate all the hard work of this commission and all of our commissions, and also for the commitment to the residents that are here with us tonight that have maintained their homes and now have historical status. It's very nice to see that. You know, we were just talking, before the meeting, that many people are moving into Villa Park, young families, and they're buying the older homes and fixing them up, and really appreciate the historical value, if you will, of the homes that we have. So we have quite a few, pretty much everything under the sun. You can go to the Historical Museum and they'll give you a great education on all the homes we have in Villa Park. So thank you again. Appreciate it very, very much. So, okay, now item number 8 on the Committee of the Whole. We are at consider an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, adopting a recycling surcharge pursuant to the service contract with Roystrom Refuse Removal Service Incorporated in the amount of 50 cents per month. Manager Keener?
Thank you, Your Honor. Roystrom Refuge Removal Service, Inc., our garbage and recycling contractor, has used the sale of collected recyclable materials to offset their cost to run the program. The market to sell recyclable materials has fallen dramatically and is no longer generating revenue and is in fact costing Roystrom every month. Our contract with Roystrom allows for a recycling surcharge in this event. This ordinance will implement a 50-cent per month recycling surcharge effective for the bills mailed at the end of May and due on June 20th, 2016. George Strom made this request at the April 11th, 2016 Village Board meeting. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. Questions or comments from the public in regards to this item? Come on up. You know, come on up, come on
Madam
down.
President?
And you,
Just want to note that I've requested that people sign in actually print their name.
oh,
So
perfect, yes.
I've written print on there, and I want
Great,
them to.
thank you. Yeah,
Yes,
we have an
please
extra
print.
Thank you, Clerk Kornecki. And we have an extra pen there too if you need it, but you have one, it looks like. And Cheryl, we know you know the drill, but state your name for the record and we'll give you 3 minutes. Tell us what's on your mind. Thank you for signing in.
434 South Cornell. I'm supposing that before the 11th meeting, Strom sent you a letter requesting this for contract. Are we also in the process of renegotiating with them, seeing that he brought up to the board this increase on a thing?
Is that the only question you have?
No, I'm just curious on why we chose the 50 cents. Was there some
Okay.
survey or done
Okay.
through other municipalities that we feel that the increase of 50 cents is appropriate? And will we be having another surcharge, or is this a one-time effect depending on what's going on? Seeing the increase is going down, are we having, is this going to be a continuation each year that we're going to be seeing the surcharge go up without negotiation or with the contract?
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure we get all your questions, in so we can answer them all in one full swoop. So, yeah, we can give you some background on that. Manager Keener, yes. Talked at length about this at our last board meetings.
Yes, the contract between the village and Roystrom has a couple more years to go. Inside the contract, there is a clause where there's 2 specific areas. We brought this up at the April 11th board meeting, where one clause is that if the recyclable market is basically upside down, that Roystrom can come to the village and ask for financial assistance. Another part of the contract allows the village to direct Roystrom to place all the recyclables into the garbage stream instead of recycling if the market is upside down. And from the last meeting, the board gave direction towards the surcharge. And that's what we're doing this evening. We'll be discussing the surcharge. And so Roy Strom went back about 18 months, and I have it in front of me, where he's provided the cost per ton and how many tons were picked up. And this has been going on for approximately 15 to 18 months, where Roy Strom has actually been picking up the recyclables, and it's actually costing them money instead of the other way around. So after about 15 to 18 months, now they're coming to the village and asking for assistance. And as we discussed at the last board meeting, one of the areas that's affecting recyclables is the China market. They used to take all of our receptacles, and now what they're doing is when they're being sent to China via sea, sometimes they're delaying those containers because the materials are soaked and wet, which makes the volume greater instead of being dry. We also talked about these bottles. Now it takes 30 of them to make one, and it used to take 10. We've talked about how the recycling stream gets contaminated by people like me putting a contaminated pizza box in the stream.
Yeah, he learned his lesson.
And so we discussed that during our last meeting. So 50 cents per month per household will be, if it's approved this evening, will be placed on the refuge bill. It'll be a separate line so all the residents can track it. And if the recycling market turns around, then the surcharge goes away. And if it doesn't, then the surcharge obviously won't, because it'll still be costing Roy Strom money to recycle. So did I answer all the questions, Your Honor?
I think we got them all.
Is that part, I mean, will it continue on as long as they're losing money? So the surcharge will stay until we renegotiate the contract, and then will that be possibly part of it, or is that something that you're looking into it?
May I?
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Absolutely.
Well, with any contract, when you negotiate, there's always quid pro quo. So if we want that taken out, we'll have to give them something. And would it be a higher increase with regular garbage pickup? I don't know. But that, would be an expectation, I'm sure.
I just wondered if they're thinking in the line of reprogramming because of their loss, if they're talking about renegotiating the contract to do it, or we're doing this in compensation of giving them something, so we're not negotiating a contract for a higher amount.
You want to answer that?
I think I did. But
No. And again, if the market, and when we hope the market will rebound, it's been in a spiral for quite a while now, we will take the surcharge off. This is hopefully going to be a temporary thing. So, any other questions from the public about this item? Anybody? Got a couple more people. Okay. How about the board? Any questions from the board? Oh, Trustee Gazone.
Just a couple quick.
Yes.
The only change to the ordinance is that recycling fee. That $2 fee is already in there, correct?
That's correct.
And then I know when George Strom was here, he was talking about they're constantly looking at that. Should that be in the ordinance that we review this every 6 months, or is he going to do that? And we'll get a report from him periodically.
Thank you, Aaron. Trustee Kazona and board and folks at home, I look at it every month because Roy Strom provides the village tonnage on a monthly basis for refuge, tonnage on a monthly basis for recycling, and then brush pickup. So I do look at their weights every month, because part of the contract is if we reach a certain threshold with recycling, then the residents get a 0.5% discount. We just haven't reached that threshold yet, so I'm always looking at that, and I know Trustee Wagner does also, because I send him the reports as well. So it's something we watch every month.
Right. Thank you.
Very
You're
welcome. Trustee Wagner. Yeah, sorry, no, you're fine.
Just a clarification. So I read the ordinance, and there was the 50-cent surcharge, but then there was a $2 administrative fee. Is that that $2? Is that an additional? Is that every? Okay.
Sure, you can. Yeah,
Right.
we'll clarify that.
That's a very good question. The way it's written and the way the ordinance is, the $2 administrative fee is already in the ordinance, and we're just putting the surcharge right next to that in the particular ordinance. So the administrative fee is already in place. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I had.
Okay, sure. Anybody else on this side? All right. Okay. think that you answered my one question about the surcharge and what the status is on that, so I think we're good. Roll call vote, please. Thank you.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes. Okay, item number 9 on the committee of the whole. Consider an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing an agreement for the purchase of an additional ambulance power cot and entering into a revised installment purchasing agreement in the amount of $290,642.80. Manager Keener.
Thank you, Your Honor. On June 22nd, 2015, the village approved the purchase of an ambulance and power cot from Foster Coach Sales and financing with Oshkosh Capital, which is now PNC Equipment Finance. It is in the village's best interest to equip our second frontline ambulance with the same power cot as the other ambulance. Staff recommends the purchase of an additional power cot to equip our second frontline ambulance and entering into a revised installment purchasing agreement with PNC Equipment Finance in the amount of $290,642.80. And Your Honor, for edification for the folks at home, the installment contract would be a 5-year contract with payments over that period at 2.65% interest, simple interest. But originally on June 22nd, the board considered the purchase of the ambulance and one cot. At this time, after listening to comments from Trustee Wagner at that particular time about the benefits of these electric cots, Chief Ron petitioned me to add a second cot if we could for the other ambulance. See, we have one ambulance at Station 81, the second ambulance at Station 82. They're both frontline ambulances, and we believe it's in the best interest of the citizens of Villa Park to equip both ambulances with a power cot in an attempt to reduce injuries to our firefighters. In fact, Your Honor, I believe Chief Ron has secured one grant from our insurance company, Irma, for the first cot. I believe that grant is in the sum of $15,000. Excuse me, with the purchase of the second cot, Chief Rakosnik is going to go back to Irma and seek a second grant for the second cot. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. All right. Questions and comments from the public in regards to this item? Okay. Questions and comments from the board? Anybody? Oh, Trustee Case.
Can you explain what a power cot is to the
Chief,
viewers?
yes, Chief Ron
I have a hard
Rakosnik.
time explaining it.
Fire Chief Ron Rakosnik, approaching the podium.
What the power cot does is fully electrical. So basically, the medics don't have to lift anymore. They hit a button, the cot raises up, they bring it to the back of the ambulance, and it pulls it in by itself. When they bring it out with the patient on, it's fully electrical. Comes out, legs go out, or the wheels go down, and it's all electric. There's no more lifting. A lot of times our guys have to lift, and maybe a little bit more, and that little bit more sometimes causes an issue. So it's, and just to restate a fact here, is the ambulance, these power cots go for about $45,000 a piece. So we're buying 2 of them, and then the ambulance is about $200,000. So that's where we got the $290,000. So 2 cots and 1 ambulance. So, and our, I can tell you this, our guys, our medics are really happy. I remember Trustee Wagner asking me a few years back, how come Lombard has 5 of them and we don't have any? And the board was so gracious now to give our guys 2 of them, and it's very much appreciated. So, but they're not cheap. But if it reduces our injuries, which we believe it will, it won't eliminate them, but it'll reduce them. It's a win-win situation for all of us. So.
Well, and you are defraying the cost, through these grants that you're
Like Manager
obtaining.
Keener stated, we applied for a grant for 1/3 of the cost of the cot, which is $15,000.
Right.
We know we're going to get that one, and I'll reapply for a second one for the second cot. So.
Yeah, thank you for your efforts on that,
So,
too.
hopefully we should have it. I know we got $15,000 for sure secured, and hopefully we'll get another $15,000 for the second one.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Want to make sure, Trustee Case, are you good? Is that good?
I know what it was.
Yep.
A lot of people.
I can
I
bring
just
a
want-
brochure if you want. Next time I should have brought some. But in fact, the ambulance is here today.
Oh, that's
We have it. It's in the village garage, getting a radio put in and some antennas. We're going to bring it to the village board meeting on May 23rd, I believe, at 7 o'clock. We'll do a demonstration outside of the power cot and the whole ambulance.
Awesome.
and get a good idea what it's like.
Yeah.
But it's a great purchase, and we're very, very happy and thankful.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Are we good? Anybody else? I know Manager Keaton wanted to add something, so.
Thank you, Ronnie. I
Yeah.
just wanted to tell everyone that even though we purchased the ambulance on June 25th or approved it, it took this long to manufacture it. And so it just arrived today, and it's a beautiful unit. Thank you.
You're welcome. I guess, just a question about the ambulance that we're replacing. What will happen with that?
That's a very good question. I believe when this ambulance we're discussing this evening becomes operational, the other ambulance will become non-operational, and at that point, we'll approach the board for sale of public surplus property. So if you happen to be a NIU fan or a Wisconsin Badger fan and looking for a tailgate vehicle, right here could be a great piece of equipment for you.
Or if you're a municipality that may need an ambulance, it still works, but probably needs a lot of work, but still works, put a little maintenance into it, but okay, sounds good. Anything else from the board? Glad we can do this for you, Chief Ron. Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
President Belinda?
Yes. Item number 10 on the Committee of the Whole, consider resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Village and School District 45 for the use of 3 classrooms at the Iowa Community Center for a total cost of $40,950. Manager Keating.
Thank you, Your Honor. School District 45 would like to renew the lease for the use of classrooms at the Iowa Community Center for the 2016-2017 school year. Staff recommends an intergovernmental agreement between the village and School District 45 for the lease of 3 classrooms at the Iowa Community Center for the 2016-2017 school year for a total cost of $40,950. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Questions or comments from the public in regards to this item? Seeing none, any questions and comments from the board? Trustee Bolfus.
This is really a 2-year agreement,
Yes, it is.
and with the possibility of an extension to a 3rd year if everybody agrees. For the same rental amount for the 2nd year, a little increase on the 3rd year if it's continued for another school term. So just wanted to point that out.
Yes, thank you. Anything else? Anybody else? We good? Trustee Wagner.
Just a clarification, these classrooms are in the wing to the right as you walk into the Iowa Community Center?
Yes.
Yes.
That's all I had.
Okay, great, thank you. Anything else? Everybody okay? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
President Belinda?
Yes. Okay, we're going to skip item number 11. Did that earlier. Item number 12, consider a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Pipeview LLC of LaPorte, Indiana for the 2016 sanitary and storm sewer closed circuit television, CCTV, inspection and cleaning in the amount of $29,588.25. Manager Keener?
Thank you, Your Honor. The village proposes the completion of approximately 5,825 feet of sewer televising and cleaning in backyards and of large sewers as part of the 2016 sanitary and storm sewer CCTV inspection and cleaning. The village and several other municipalities jointly solicited bids in order to obtain more favorable unit prices. Pipeview LLC of LaPorte, Indiana submitted the lowest responsible bid. The portion of that low bid applicable to the village is $29,588.25. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the public in regards to this item? Okay, how about the board? Any questions from the board? Trustee Bolfus.
Looking at the bid specifications for what's going to be done for Villa Park, there's only of the $29,000, there's not a whole lot of money there that's allocated for cleaning. So my question is, we're going to have it televised. It looks to me like around for $26,000 to televise them. Basically sanitary, no storm sewers that I saw on the bid proposal. Basically, it was different size sanitary, and about $3,000, $3,500 looked like were allocated toward cleaning if they do find an issue. So there is possibility that we're going to come back later on for some more money to actually do cleaning.
Yeah.
They're going to find something. You're going to have to do some cleaning, and $3,000, if I read it, isn't going to go very far.
No, you're right.
The,
Vetus Giscalis.
The televising is for our 2016 sewer rehabilitation project, which is currently under design by RJN. We're doing the bulk of the televising in-house. These particular sanitary sewers are in rear yards, are in very inaccessible and very poor condition. So that's why we're farming out, televising those sewers so that we can complete the plans and specs. Those sewers are going to be totally rehabbed, so they're going to be probably lined, point repairs, or whatever. So this is televising to determine their condition for rehabilitation. That's why there's no cleaning per se of those.
Okay.
But there is some cleaning to televise anyway, because
You have to
obviously you
get
have to see
through.
the pipe.
Right.
The cleaning portion is a stretch of, I think it's 39-inch segmented tile on Park Boulevard. During design for the Park Boulevard project, when they were inspecting the sewers, they said there's about a foot of debris in the bottom of it. So we want to get that bucketed out. And again, we don't have the equipment to bucket sewer of that size. So that's the reason we applied that to the joint bid that municipalities and DuPage were going for.
Okay, so there will be some possibly extra cleaning expenses, though, on Park Boulevard. Because the only thing I saw in the bid was about $3,000.
There is
Cleaning.
quantities on Park Boulevard
Yeah,
in here, the cleaning section on Park Boulevard.
I guess I missed that section, so,
The prices were very good. We were surprised.
okay. Thank you.
Good, okay. Anybody else? Anybody good? Okay, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Bullfuss?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes. And actually, just want to back up for a minute. What fund did this come from? Where are the funds coming from? Or being allocated?
Wastewater.
Wastewater, that's it? Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, item number 13 on the Committee of the Whole. Consider resolution of the Village Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Globe Construction Incorporated of Addison, Illinois for the 2016 Sidewalk Improvement Program in the amount of $33,048.50. Manager Keener?
Thank you, Your Honor. The village proposes the replacement of approximately 4,650 square feet of substandard sidewalk at various locations throughout the village as part of the 2016 Sidewalk Improvement Program. The village and several other municipalities jointly solicited bids in order to obtain more favorable unit prices. Globe Construction, Inc. of Addison, Illinois submitted the lowest responsible bid. The portion of the low bid that is applicable to the village is $33,048.50. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Questions and comments from the public in regards to this item? Seeing none, questions and comments from the board? Do you have anything? You good? Just want clarification on just what fund this is being allocated from,
Do you remember that one, Vetus?
which is
Yeah.
Capital Projects Fund. Okay, just wanted clarification on that. Okay, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Bullfuss?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes, thank you. Item number 14 on the Committee of the Whole, consider resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Denler Incorporated of Mokina, Illinois, for the 2016 crack sealing and seal coating program in the amount of $134,437.50. Manager Keener?
Thank you, Your Honor. The village proposes the completion of approximately 112,500 pounds of asphalt pavement crack sealing on various streets throughout the village as part of the 2016 crack sealing and seal coating program. The village and several other municipalities jointly solicited bids in order to obtain more favorable unit prices. Denler, Inc. of Monica, Illinois submitted the lowest responsible bid. The portion of the bid that is applicable to the village is $134,437.50. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Questions and comments from the public in regards to this item? Seeing none, questions and comments from the board? Any questions? Nope. Trustee Case?
I got a real dumb question to ask.
No
But
such thing.
Since we're gonna have all new streets, where is this being throughout the whole village on new streets that have already been done?
Yes. Yep.
Just clarify what.
Yeah. Vitas Jaskalis, our Director of Public Works. Yeah, if you could provide us with a list of all the streets.
Yes.
That's actually one of the questions
Crack
too.
sealing is generally part of our pavement preservation program. That's to keep the newer streets from failing. So generally, I would say 10 years or less. 10 to 15 being the maximum that will crack seal. Once they get beyond that, then they generally are slated for resurfacing. So these are to postpone the need to resurfacing
Okay.
the street, but by, say, an extra 5 years out of it.
Okay.
It's much more cost effective to just seal cracks than it is to grinding overlay.
Right. But we're not, like Kenilworth, will that be considered one of the streets?
In a few years, not yet.
Not yet.
Still a few
Okay, so
years.
we're not doing the new streets yet.
No.
Okay.
The new streets, we try and do in-house with our own crews, you know, the few cracks that
Right.
come out. Once they get beyond that, then we start contracting them out.
Okay.
You good?
Yep.
Okay, don't go too far. Make sure that, anybody else have any other questions? We good? Can you give us an idea of some of the streets that are gonna get done this year?
We'll get a map put on the village's website.
Okay, great, yeah, and then we can maybe, at some point during a meeting, just reiterate that, but you'll have a map
Yes.
under the Public Works section of the village website, is that correct? Okay, www.invillapark.com, we'll list that, make a little, about how many streets do you think we're gonna get done?
It depends on which streets they pick. Because
Okay.
if it's just a few cracks, they'll get a lot of miles done. If there's heavier cracking, then they'll get
We have
not
that.
as far with, because we pay by the weight or the volume, we don't pay by the mile. So
Okay,
it just depends on how many cracks. But
Okay.
I'll find out how much we've been averaging
Okay.
based on the volume.
that sounds good. And then which fund are these funds being allocated? Street improvement, okay. Non-referendum?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I think we're good. All good? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, roll call vote, please.
Okay, Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes. Item number 15 on the Committee of the Whole, consider resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a license agreement for a portion of the public right-of-way between the village and the owner of 840 South Ardmore Avenue in Villa Park, Illinois. Manager Keener.
Thank you, Your Honor. The property owner at 840 South Ardmore Avenue wishes to install a privacy fence across a portion of the public right-of-way of an unimproved public alley. A license agreement would be needed to grant the property owner permission for the proposed construction and maintenance of the fence. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Okay. Any questions and comments from the public in regards to this item? Okay. Questions and comments from the board?
I got one.
Okay, Trustee Bolfus.
If I read the map on there correctly, this is for half of the right-of-way, if I'm interpreting that correctly? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Any other questions? Is the property owner here tonight with us? No? And I trust that staff, there's been plenty of conversations and, yes, okay. Just want to make sure, all right. I'm getting the nod, yes. Okay, good. Everybody's been communicating. Okay, terrific. All right. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes. Okay, we're going to convene to the formal agenda. All right. First up on the formal agenda is the village president's report. I have a few things, so bear with me here. First of all, I always start off with asking staff for updates on the projects we have going on in the village now and what's coming down the pike, 'cause we have a lot going on. So with that, I'm going to toss it over to staff. And I see a lot of paper shuffling because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I ask these questions during every board meeting just to keep, again, the communication flow going for those of you who are watching and watch the reruns and all that good stuff. So, Vitas Jaskalis, our Director of Public Works. So,
All right, starting with Park Boulevard, they are on schedule to complete the underground work this week. There's a junction chamber that's going to be installed in the next few days, and that should pretty much wrap up the underground. And next would be the concrete flash first, and then asphalt, of course, would be last. So that's a fairly major milestone. They've been doing the underground since March.
Wow.
large portion of the project is underground.
Yeah.
North Princeton Water Main, that concrete work is also complete, and we're gonna be starting the asphalt drives and then the final restoration, so that's in the latter stages as well. Ardmore Streetscape, the asphalt work is almost complete there. Electrical work is still ongoing, but once that's completed, then the only thing left really is the street furniture, the lights, you know, the receptacles, the benches, so that's getting along toward the latter stages as well.
Okay.
Then we have two projects currently out to bid. The 2016 Street Improvement Program, which is a mixture of referendum and non-referendum projects. That's currently out to bid, and we'll be opening bids on that May 1st. So that should be coming to the board in May. And then we just advertised the North Princeton, the reconstruction part. So that's the street where the water main just went in. We have the north half of the water main and then the reconstruction of the entire street. So that just went out to bid. So that'll be, I don't have the exact date, but that'll be open in May as well.
Okay.
And then South Monterey, the ditch, they're just waiting on the black dirt and the seed to be available to finish final restoration and we can wrap that project up as well.
Okay.
And then, of course, the projects we're considering tonight, we'll have those on the schedule as well,
Okay.
once we have pre-construction meetings for all those.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much for that update. Okay, just a few other things. Our police department has put out a community alert. You might have seen this on Facebook and Twitter. We use those vehicles a lot to communicate with you in regards to a fraudulent mail scam that apparently is out there now. In these incidents, residents received a letter in the mail indicating they won a lottery or a sweepstakes, and the residents were requested to pay a processing fee before any prize would be paid out. And apparently it's commonly referred to as a pigeon drop scam. Don't fall for it. If anybody calls you looking for money or trying to pull a stunt like this, please call 911. That's our way that we get a hold of our police department and report this. And so they were able to, looks like they caught somebody doing this recently. And just please inform our police department if you get called for this type of situation. Also, another reminder, I've seen a lot of reports in our police reports lately where unlocked vehicles are getting broken into again. So every year we make these announcements. Please don't forget to lock your doors when you park your car on the street or in your driveway. If you don't want to lose anything or be a target, please lock your doors. We always put that reminder out there. Also, we have a prescription drug take-back program coming up also at our police department on Saturday, April 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our police department's doing this in conjunction with the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration. So between 10 and 2, you can bring your prescription medications that you no longer need, as well as any over-the-counter medications, and they will dispose of them properly for you. They can't take liquids or needles or sharps, but they can take pills, patches, things of that nature. So if you have any other questions, you can call the non-emergency number there, 630-834-7447, or just stop by on April 30th, which is a Saturday, April 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and they'll dispose of them for you. And then finally, I just wanted to make a little reminder here, an announcement. The Men's Garden Club, they are going to be doing their annual plant sale May 6th and May 7th. It's going to be from, looks like 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they're doing this at the Community Rec Building at 320 East Wildwood Avenue in Villa Park. I couldn't find a phone number on their website to try to get more information, but you can certainly stop by between those hours, 9 and 4, at the CRB and take a look and support the Men's Garden Club. Or you can go to their website, which is www.homegardening.org, and get a little more information on that. But they do that every year, and it's a very nice event. So that concludes. Well, one other thing. We talked about the commissions earlier. We're looking at all of our commissions. We have, I believe, 16 commissions, and we do have some openings on our commissions, and I have been getting applications in, and I'll be forwarding them to the board shortly. We're hoping to lock these down and do appointments and reappointments in May, because we had a few expire this month. We've had some that have been expired for a while. So for those of you who still want to serve, working through that, we sent letters out last summer Didn't get a lot of response, so we're working on just following up on all of that and sending out new letters and phone calls from me and that type of thing. So, but if you're interested in serving on a commission, by all means, contact us. It was mentioned earlier, you can fill out an application. It's on our website, www.invillapark.com, under commissions, and fill it out, and love to have you serve our community in that capacity. With that, I'm going to move on then to item number 2, public comments on agenda items. This is regarding items 4, 5, and 6 on our formal agenda. So if there's anybody, we have a couple people here with us. If you have anything that you'd like to ask about in regards to agenda items, this is your opportunity. Otherwise, non-agenda items comes up on item number 7 on the agenda. So seeing none, I'm going to move on to item number 3, amendments of the agenda. Yep. Do we have any changes to the formal? Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
move to delete from the consent agenda item 4 sub F.
Yes. Which is in regards to the North Avenue townhome cameras.
Correct.
Yes. Okay, do we have a second on that? Okay,
second.
Trustee Kazone. Okay, then let's do a roll call vote on that then.
Okay, Trustee Wagner,
Yes?
Trustee Ayello.
Yes.
Trustee Bolfus.
Yep.
Trustee Case.
Yes.
Trustee Kazone.
Yes.
President Bowling.
Yes, okay. We'll get to that at our next board meeting, Monday, May 9th. Okay, thank you for that. Item number 4 is consent agenda. So I'm going to read these headings minus the item F on the agenda here, just for those of you who have just joined us. A, bill listing dated April 25th, 2016. This is one of 2, in the amount of $657,643.67. B, bill listing dated April 25th, 2016. 2 of 2, in the amount of $304,901.07. C, minutes from the Village Committee of the Whole meeting for April 11th, 2016. D, minutes from the Village Formal Board meeting for April 11th, 2016. E, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Village and School District 45 for the use of 3 classrooms at the Iowa Community Center for a total cost of $40,950. G, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Pipeview LLC of LaPorte, Indiana, for the 2016 sanitary and storm sewer closed-circuit television, CCTV, inspection and cleaning in the amount of $29,588.25. H, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Dendler Incorporated of Mokina, Illinois, for the 2016 crack sealing and seal coating program in the amount of $134,437.50. I, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing a contract with Globe Construction Incorporated of Addison, Illinois, for the 2016 sidewalk improvement program in the amount of $33,048.50. And J, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a license agreement for a portion of the public right-of-way between the village and the owner of 840 South Ardmore Avenue in Villa Park, Illinois. Motion on the consent agenda?
Madam President,
Trustee Ayala.
move to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Okay, I think, do we have a second? Okay. Trustee Case, second. Okay. Any additional questions or comments? We all good? One thing I wanted to ask, actually, nope, I'm good. All right, roll call vote.
Trustee Ayello.
Yes.
Trustee Bolfus.
Yes.
Trustee Kazone.
Yes.
Trustee Case.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes?
President Bowinkle.
Yes. Okay. Item number 5 on the formal is first and final reading of an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, adopting a recycling surcharge pursuant to the service contract with Roy Strom Refuse Removal Service Incorporated in the amount of 50 cents per month. Roy Strom Refuse Removal Service Incorporated, our garbage and recycling contractor, has used the sale of collected recyclable materials to offset their costs to run the program. The market to sell recyclable materials has fallen dramatically and is no longer generating revenue, and is in fact costing Roy Strom every month. Our contract with Roy Strom allows for a recycling surcharge in this event. This ordinance will implement a 50-cent per month recycling surcharge effective for the bills mailed at the end of May and due on June 20th, 2016. George Strom made this request at the April 11th, 2016 Village Board meeting. Motion on the first and final reading?
Madam President,
Trustee Wagner.
I'd like to make that motion.
Do I have a second then?
Second.
Trustee Aiello. Okay. Any additional questions or comments from the board regarding this item? I just have one question that I didn't ask before. Another thing we asked the staff to do is check with other municipalities to see also how they handle these, you know, this situation in particular. Were you able to contact anybody and just find out what they're doing and how they're handling this?
Yes, Your Honor. Some are doing exactly what we're proposing this evening as a charge to a surcharge, and then I believe several have not made the changes, and they're just absorbing the cost. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for looking into that for me. Appreciate that. Okay. We'll do a roll call vote then on that.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes. Item number 6, first and final reading of an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing an agreement for the purchase of an additional ambulance power cot and entering into a revised installment purchasing agreement in the amount of $290,642.80. On June 22nd, 2015, the village approved the purchase of an ambulance and power cot from Foster Coach Sales and financing with Oshkosh Capital, which is now PNC Equipment Finance. It is in the village's best interest to equip our other frontline ambulance with the same power cot. Staff recommends the purchase of an additional power cot for our other frontline ambulance and entering into a revised installment purchasing agreement with PNC Equipment Finance in the amount of $290,642.80. Do I have a motion on the first and final reading? Trustee Kazan.
President, I move to accept that.
Okay. And do I have a second?
President.
Okay. Trustee Case. Yeah, you have a second?
Yes.
Okay. Any additional questions and comments from the board on that? We good? Okay. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Bolfus?
Yes.
Trustee Case?
Yes.
Trustee Wagner?
Yes.
Trustee Kazone?
Yes.
Trustee Ayello?
Yes.
President Bullwinkle?
Yes. Okay. Item number 7, public comments and non-agenda items. This is an opportunity, if you have anything on your mind in regards to non-agenda items, come up to the podium. Okay, 3 minutes. If you have something on your mind, welcome to come on up. Hi, state your name. We need you to sign the piece of paper there, and there should be a pen. Oh, I put an extra pen up there. I don't know what happened to it. But yes, you could sign the paper there and state your name for the record, and we'll,
642 North 2nd Avenue in Villa Park.
yeah, and we'll give you 3 minutes and tell us what's on your mind. Thanks for coming tonight.
Hey, thanks, President and board members. I am on the Villa Park Summerfest Commission. And I'd like to remind everybody to come out Friday, June 17th and Saturday, June 18th this year for 2 days of fun for the whole family. Friday is again the car show. Hours are 6 to 11. So there's a car show, there's band, one band I think again. Lots of food, lots of fun. And then Saturday, June 18th is 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. And that's when the Summerfest really kicks in with all the crafters, the vendors, multiple bands, lots of kids activities, kids shows, bouncy houses. Who doesn't love a bouncy?
Yeah, all the fun.
Balloons, balloon animals, face painting, even more kids activities, and tons of fun for the whole family.
Okay.
So June 17th and 18th, 2016.
Great, thank you.
VillaParkSummerfest.com.
All right, that's terrific. Thanks for all the hard work you put into that. I know there's a lot of work between, you know, your commission and the staff. I mean, it's hard to believe we're talking about June already, but it's
Right.
knocking on the door already. So thanks for all your
Thank you.
efforts there and for your service on the commission too. Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Non-agenda items? Okay, we're gonna move forward then to village clerk's report, item number 8.
Yes, just
Hi.
some announcements for the senior community. A reminder, Senior Fair is on May 5th from 9 to 1 at Community Recreation Building. Senior of the Year will be announced. We've had some nominations and some pretty interesting ones, and I think we picked someone already, the commission has. And then moving on to the following week is the SALT meeting on May 11th, and then going into June, it'll be the final senior event, actually for the spring, summer, and that is the picnic on June 16th. So just a lot of nice things happening in our community for the senior folks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. commission does a great job, so thank you. That's a lot of stuff. Good stuff, too. Thank you for that. Okay. Item number 9, Village Trustees Report. I'll start to my left tonight. Trustee Gazone, how are you?
It's a couple things. This Thursday, April 28th, starting at 6 p.m., is the 10th annual Lauren Kiefer Memorial Foundation Lauren's Lager tapping at Rock Bottom Brewery in Lombard at the Yorktown Shopping Center. 25 cents of each Lauren's Lager that's served, and 10% of each food bill goes to the Lauren Kiefer Foundation. And the Lauren Kiefer 5K run is Saturday, June 18th. And that website is rememberlauren.com. So anyone that's interested, it's always a good time on the 28th. It's always, they have a good crowd, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of people there. And the Parks and Rec Commission, at our last meeting, had brought up an issue, not an issue, but a recommendation about an adopt a plot instead of an adopt a park. And I don't think, Greg, I don't think anything's really been formalized on that yet, but if anyone is interested, they can contact Greg or the Rec and Parks Commission.
Can you explain what that is?
Instead of taking a park and an entire park and taking care of it, picking up weeds or picking up garbage and weeds, decided to take like smaller plots of land or sections of a park or different areas and flower beds and things like that. So there's been a lot of talk about how the flowers used to look real nice in the village, but it got to be an expensive proposition. So I think the kind of the gist was like the village would provide the flowers if someone would want to step up and just maintain the plots and keep them weeded and watered. So it's something if, again, you can talk to Greg Gola or the Parks and Rec Commission.
Okay. All right, yeah. We have lots of volunteers that have put a lot of time into this in the past, so maybe they'll step up again if they'd like. So thank you for that very much. Thank you.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, Trustee Wagner. How
Thank you,
doing?
Madam President. I just had a couple of things. First off, I wanted to say I appreciated your proclamation about River Sweep. I think for the last 25 years, the village has participated in some way with River Sweep, and it's a really important event. I've had conversations with residents who've been here a very long time, and they like to say that when they were young, they used to go swimming in Salt Creek and fishing in Salt Creek. So the creek is much cleaner than you might think. It really is. And for those folks who don't know, there's a canoe trail. There's canoe landings on. So this is an effort just to keep the creek clean. It's a kind of a source for recreation of people like to canoe and kayak and get in touch with nature. So I just want to thank you for that. Just want to let members of the public know that the Mama Squash Market will have their annual meeting on Sunday, May 22nd at 1:30 p.m. at Lions Field at 320 East Wildwood. The Environmental Concerns Commission will be meeting this coming Thursday, April 28th at 7:15, and they're looking for 3 commissioners as well. And I received my copy of the resource from the Villa Park Prep Library, and as a follow-up to their initial meetings with the public, they're having some additional meetings to talk to folks about their plans, their building improvement project plans, and you can look at your resource, but they've got meetings coming up on Wednesday, May 11th from 7 to 9 p.m., Saturday, June 11th from 9 to 11 a.m., Tuesday, July 12th from 3 to 5 p.m., and Thursday, August 4th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And this is just a continued effort on their part to make residents aware of their needs, their building, their facility needs, and so that everyone is understanding what needs to be done there. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Trustee Aiello. Chip, what's on your mind?
Thank you.
Okay, you're good. Okay, thank you. Hey, Trustee Bolfus.
Nothing today.
Nothing today. Okay. Trustee Case. Okay, thank you. All right, moving on then to item number 10, Village Manager's Report.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just have a couple of items. I believe this Wednesday we're having our Arbor Day tree planting at 11 a.m. and if you would like to participate or just watch, just show up by the museum at around 11 on Wednesday. Additionally, I believe this week is the Prairie Path cleanup. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Saturday from 9 to 12. And again, if you'd like to participate with that, just meet everyone at the museum and they'll get things kicked off. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that everyone should have received their Village Matters today or possibly tomorrow with the Parks and Rec flyer. So it's a little bit longer this time. I think it's 4 pages longer, and it's got some fantastic articles as usual. And I would implore everyone to just take a few minutes and kind of read some of the articles. Thank you, Your Honor.
And we actually added a senior section there.
Yes, we did.
So for senior news, so wanted to mention that. That came up at, we did a SALT meeting back in December, and we talked about various things, and this was one of the things that came up. So we added this to the newsletter for our seniors in town, so for extra information. So hope you enjoy that, and any other ideas that you might have about the newsletter, don't hesitate to contact us. That's good. Anything else?
With that, I pass, Your Honor.
Are you good? Okay. Thank you. Oh.
I just want to alert the board on weather alert that just came through. There's a storm coming out of St. Charles that they're tracking with the possibility for hail and high winds, and Villa Park is on the list of places it's headed, and that was 4 minutes ago.
Okay.
So let's get to our cards.
Our police chief, Bob Havlicek, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was like, what's the hockey score?
Not the hockey score, yeah. So you're telling us we need to batten down the hatches, huh? Just be prepared.
If it keeps coming this way, yes.
Okay, all right, thank you for that. Okay, with that then, village attorney's report.
No report.
Okay. Item number 12, consider executive session. A, 5 ILCS 120-2, C1, personnel, matters and collective bargaining. B, 5 ILCS 120-2, C5, purchase or lease of property. C, 5 ILCS 120-2, C6, sale or lease of property. D, 5 ILCS 120-2, C11, pending litigation. And E, 5 ILCS 120-2, C21, discussion of closed session minutes. I have a motion to go into executive session.
Madam President, I'd like to
Trustee
make a
Wagner.
motion to go into executive session.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second if I have a question.
Okay, trustee Wolf, a second. Okay, we have a question,
Is there anything important that we have to discuss tonight?
especially given the,
Weather alert?
yes.
No,
No,
not really.
anything that can hold, really truly, can it hold?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. We're being told by staff that what we have to discuss, we can hold. Okay,
Okay.
if you're comfortable with that, all right. Okay,
We need a vote.
yeah, right. So we'll do a roll call vote then on that, based on
Okay.
that information.
All right, trustee Kazone,
Yes.
trustee Wagner,
Yes.
No,
trustee Ayala.
no,
No.
yeah.
What we got
Trustee
covered here.
Bulfus,
No.
trustee Case.
No.
President Bullwinkle.
No, in this case, no. Yeah. We have important stuff to discuss, but as long as it can wait, we've just got this alert from our police chief, so we need to.
Tom Skillet.
Or Tom Skilling, whoever you,
Motion to
but
adjourn?
with that, motion to adjourn, okay.
So
Trustee
moved.
Bolfus, first, who was the second? Trustee Aiello, okay. We'll do roll, or all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay, we are adjourned. Our next meeting is on Monday, May 9th, 7:30, here at Village Hall. We'll probably have exec session that night. It's gonna be a full agenda that night, so, thank you. See you later.